Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG, and we're on the south spawn of Overlord. Now, this particular Geschützwagen Panther is actually being driven by DurtiArry. Yeah, not quite the same spelling, but it has the same meaning. Yes, it's Dirty Harry. Not that Dirty Harry, but the other one, you know. But anyway... he's Dirty Harry, and he's in an imaginary SPG because the GW Panther never actually existed. It was just a model that was created but never built, never even prototyped. So there you go. It's a piece of fantasy, but it's realistic, I suppose, that they would have built an SPG based on the Panther hull, and it's nice and fast. So, nothing to complain about, I suppose. And it sounds like we've got a target to fire at last. And he's going into the bushes down at the south end. Okay, and he's extended his aim, and he's looking. And he fires around with that A43, and he stuns it. And he's picking up some stun assists, so that's worthwhile. Okay, there's an Achilles out on the beach. Looks like it's taken up position behind those rocks. It's doing a bit of spotting and also possibly trying to take out some of the enemy that's on the beach. It's lined up a shell on him. Rounds out. And that wipes him out. 640 hit points with one shot. That was very good. And of course, that's a dangerous opponent removed from the beach to prevent his own team from being badly hurt. But unfortunately, there's a T-49 down there. So it looks like Dirty Harry's going to have to say, "You're going to make my day." Do you feel lucky, punk? Oh, I'm sorry, these jokes are just so bad. Right, there's an AMX 1375. He can hit that, but the other one he's having difficulty with. And the 1375 has driven down the cliff, and the KV-85 seems to be ignoring him. And that 1375 is putting shells into both the T-34-85 and the Tiger B, but Dirty Harry ends his game immediately. Oh my god, there's a Cromwell. How did he manage to get this far down the map? He's managed to sneak his way through, and he's now rammed a Type 64, which is in the spawn point and hasn't even moved yet. And it looks like the other Arty has actually taken out the Type 64 by a team kill. But Dirty Harry finishes the Cromwell by shotgun. Okay, now no more enemy around, but he needs to ensure that he's dropped off the enemy's radar because he would have been seen when he did the shotgun. It indicates he may not have sixth sense. He fires around in on T-34-85 and he stuns it. Now the M44 is relocated. Just saw him fire around there. Oh, well, that was a round from the enemy GW Panther, so he must still be spotted. Either that or that round was fired at the M44 and the GW Panther guessed where the M44 would be and actually hit the GW. But that hit on the T-34-85 was very carefully aimed. Now, Dirty Harry needs to get out of fire. Yes, because there was another round from the GW Panther, who knows where he is. So he needs to get out of line of sight of the enemy, drop off their radar, and then he can reposition himself to take on the enemy. He's too far down the bank to actually fire at that KV-85, and it wouldn't be advisable moving back into the position he was before that shell landed. So he's going back to the original one where he started the battle, because he can fire from there. But the enemy is going to be looking at these bushes, so after each shot, he's going to have to reposition. Rounds out on the KV-85. He hits it, damages it, and he's moving back to get out of way of the forward shot of the GW, who might be firing back in any second. No, it appears the GW is occupied elsewhere, and that might be because the KV-85 on Dirty Harry's team is actually making good ground on getting to the enemy cap. Okay, there's the Cromwell defending that cap. And it looks to me like Dirty Harry's going to ruin his day by putting a round in. And he does! He stuns him and destroys him. But we've lost the KV-85. And that KV-85 was taken out by the enemy Type 64. Now, it's a Strix Farm 74. And the M44 fired, and that's revealed his position. And he might be about to receive a counter battery hit from the GW. He's certainly being fired upon. And he's trying to relocate, but I don't think he'll survive very much longer. And that shotgun kills the Strix Farm 74. Unfortunately, though, we've lost the M44. That brings Dirty Harry's score up to 5. Now he's almost run out of teammates. He's got 2 other teammates still alive. One's in a Tiger P, the other's in a T-34-100. Now, both of those are fairly good tanks. But can he support them enough to keep them alive? He's lined up on that KV-85. Rounds out. Kill shot! 213 hit points. Good shot. That's helped them a great deal. They've still got 2 Arty to contend with as well. And the Type 64 is a very, very good light tank. So it can whiz around the battlefield and it's difficult to spot. But he's loaded, he's ready to go, and he's manually aiming at that KV-85. But he's gone back to overhead, which will be much easier for him. Lined up the shot. Wants to get it as it turns and moves back down. Or is it going up? Rounds out. And he kill shot. 195. That's his 7th kill. He's already got his Top Gun. Now, enemy round comes in from the GW, I should think. And that hit the rock face. But I'm sure that that GW will try again. And he's also got to worry about that Type 64, but no longer. The Type 64 has been taken out by the Tiger P. But he's going to have to move and change position altogether, because I'm sure the enemy RT now knows exactly where he is, and they will definitely have their hands occupied. And that was another shot from the GW. Their hands are going to be fully occupied, making sure that he can't help the Tiger P win the game. It's 2 Arty against an Arty and a heavy tank. Now the thing is, those enemy Arty, is an SU-8 and a GW Panther. Well, we already know from how Dirty Harry is performing how good a GW Panther is. Fast moving, fast firing. Well, the SU-8 is almost its equivalent at tier 6. The M44 may be the fastest of the tier 6 Arties, other than the FB304. But the SU-8 is pretty fast reloading. Faster than the GW, I believe. Right. Now, Dirty Harry set himself up on that prominence next to the bunker, and he's watching the cap. The Tiger P is taking a roundabout way to get to the cap. What he's going to do is he's going to go up the east side of the map, because the enemy Arty is more than likely going to be in the northeast corner. And if he can approach them unseen by going over the rises in between here and the northeast corner, then he should be able to surprise them by suddenly coming over, and of course Dirty Harry will be able to lay rounds into them. Now, if they've got their act together, what they will be doing right now is heading west, but they haven't head west. There's the GW Panther. He tried to go east. Wrong decision. Now he's facing a Tiger P and an Arty. Now, it may not be a good idea to move too far down that bank, because he'll slide down the other side. But yes, he was right to actually take cover, just in case the SU-8 was watching. But there's the GW again. He's running from the Tiger P. Now, can Dirty Harry get a shot on him? It's going to be difficult. He's got an obstruction in the way. Yes, it's that bunker. He really needs to change position altogether. There's the SU-8. Go for the SU-8. That's it. You can kill the SU-8, no problem. And the SU-8 is aiming at the Tiger P. Go for it. Rounds out. And it's a kill shot. 70 hit points, but it was enough. Now he needs to reposition to get that GW Panther. He's got his Radley Walters. There's the GW. And it's close. He can manually aim it. He's going to go shotgun. He's going to take that GW on shotgun. And the GW's fired and blown it. Now he can shotgun him. And he does. Takes him down. 360 hit points. And wins the game. Well done, DurtiArry. You've definitely made my day. Oh, that was so corny. Oh, let's have a look at the end of battle results. Well, DurtiArry, he got an ace tanker in the GW Panther. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He picked up 16 in that battle. He picked up a Radley Walters for getting at least 8 kills, but he got 9. He was 1 short of getting a Pools medal, but he ran out of opponents. And he got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, at least 20% of the hit points of the enemy team. And he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills of the enemy team. And on top of all that, because he took out both of the enemy Arty, the GW Panther, the Arty that had the hard on for trying to kill him most of that battle, and he took out the SU-8 so easily, he picks up the counter battery badge as well. Well done indeed. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, yes, top of the table when it came to damage, 2,796 hit points. He came top of the table for kills with 9, 4 times the score of the nearest opponents with 2 each. And of course he came top on base XP of 1,176, which is really nice. He fired 15 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetrations, 6 splash damage, 2,796 hit points of damage, of which 2,124 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit, 1 penetration, and that was from the GW Panther. And he received 1 hit as a result of splash damage, also from the GW, who really wanted to kill him, and fluffed his shotgun at the last moment. And he hit 9 of the enemy and killed 9 of the enemy. And damage due to his assistance, his stun assistance, was 519 hit points, and he caused 5 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 45,104 credits. And after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he still took home 4,368 credits. He received 1,764 experience points, but it was times 3 to the first victory of the day, so he took away 5,292 experience points in total. So well done indeed there, DurtiArry. Sorry about all the jokes, the really terrible Eastwood jokes, but there you go. Can't be helped. So, do you feel lucky now, DurtiArry? I'm sure you do. Oh, that was a terrible one as well. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in the next video.